This is a week three summary on the lectures on the Ottoman, the Safavid, and Mongol empires. It was mostly focused on the Ottoman Empire, and one thing that I didn't know is that they, I guess, effectively ended the Roman Empire by conquering Constantinople, which was named after Constantine, which was a Christian emperor, um, and then effectively turned the entire area Muslim, mostly Muslim. However, I found fascinating as well is that they were tolerant of other religions, and that there were, Christian people living amongst the society. And then in the readings, it also mentioned that the Christians found it a lot more bearable living under the Ottomans than under the previous um, empire, the Byzantine Empire. One of the things that they touched on was the coffee house, and it's just fascinating how that business model is still in existence today. Um, but it touched on as well, emphasized on how the coffee house essentially just brought people together where people socialize, and then it wasn't just allowed by just like the very rich. It was people of every hierarchy within the society was able to go to a coffee house and engage and socialize and just talk about the news, the politics, and play games such as chess and backgammon. I didn't know backgammon was still, in existence back in those days. Um, if you had told me that Ottomans played backgammon, I would have told you were lying. But they played backgammon. Um, and then the readings touched on the Mongols and how they ruled India. They didn't know they ruled India. That was new to me, that they ruled India. But was interesting to me was how the Taj Mahal was built by the by the Mongols and the Mongol, uh, I guess, emperor king of that time. Um, that was extremely fascinating because I didn't know. I thought India was just India and nobody ever conquered India, but apparently the Mongols, and still had a foothold in there, and still had an influence in there, and that was pretty fascinating. There's a lot of new things I learned after this week's lectures and readings. So that's my summary of this week's lecture.